back on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. It's time for Mike Polk to take us down memory lane.
That's
what
right.
are we doing here?
I hope all of you
This is gonna be
guys,
great.
by the way, this isn't just for me. I want you guys to take this segment and run with it too. Maybe you have had some fond Cleveland sports memories.
Oh, I've had a few.
Or from your childhood, whatnot, you know. And I know that I've had some. I thought today I would reflect upon some of my favorite players of all time on the Cleveland Browns. So first, let's take a look at our slate. This is my segment called Fond Cleveland Sports Memories. It almost fits. I made that myself. Imagine what it says underneath
Is that
there.
from Lakewood Park?
It is. I don't know. Yeah, that is.
That's my favorite Cleveland
That's
sign.
actually Edgewater, I believe.
Yes,
That's
it is.
Edgewater. Yes.
I love
okay.
that view.
So these are my fond Cleveland sports memories. Now, many people might be saying, all right, you can come back to me now. Many people might be saying, Mike, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite player of all time? When I was a kid, of course, I don't even use this one, Bernie Kosar. Let's take a look at this one. I'm not going to use Bernie. That's me and my dad and Bernie Kosar when we were
Is
kids.
he at your crib?
That's really him. No,
The red curtains make it feel that way.
So I'm not claiming Bernie as my favorite player because if you grew up around the Cleveland area during my time, then that was just like your default favorite player. It's not even fun to pick Bernie as your favorite player.
By the way, your dad kind of looks like he could be one of the guys from that SNL segment, Duh, Bears.
He does.
Right?
He also looks like he could have been one of Bernie's offensive linemen in
True.
1988. So my favorite player at the time it would have been too easy. My favorite player was, in fact, Earnest Byner. Let's take a look at Earnest Byner here. There he is.
Yeah.
That was my favorite player by
That's
far.
like right before the fumble.
Growing up, yes. I could have picked a better picture now that you mention it, yeah. He probably doesn't want to see that one.
This might be the fumble.
That was my favorite player. He has, I will say, since been usurped, and my favorite player is now, let's take a look, Joe Thomas. You gotta love Joe Thomas. I know that he's on the show. Sometimes it sounds like a kiss-ass thing, but it's not. He's real. He's legit. Nobody speaks more to the struggle of the Browns and the resilience of the Browns fan base than that guy who stuck around here and never wore anything but a Cleveland Browns uniform.
Yeah.
The fact that he is 48 and 128 in his career.
Oh.
It's kind of rough having a favorite Brown that has that record.
I don't know.
But he gets us.
But he gets us, and I love Joe Thomas. And so that's my favorite player.
All right.
I did dabble briefly in between Earnest Byner and Joe Thomas with a favorite player. Let's take a look at the next one. It was Scott Player. Scott Player was a punter for the Browns in 2007. He was the last person to wear the mono bar helmet. He was grandfathered into it. They had already outlawed it, except for people who were already wearing it at the time.
Well, he looks like a grandfather.
Grandfather was the proper term.
Sweet handlebar mustache.
He
was here one
literally
year.
looks like the guy that won the contest. We're going to have, for today's game only, we're going to pick a holder from the audience.
Yes.
Come on down. You won the competition.
Scott Player was a Pro Bowler one year, and he ruled, so he just looked awesome. And his name said Player on the back, like they ran out of jerseys. They were just like, just wear this. I loved it.
No, they should have just gone playa.
Yes, that would have been better.
That would have been epic.
He the only guy to get helmet to helmet hit. You got to go to jail.
Yeah, you do.
You the helmet to helmet, you done killed that boy.
I love that he stuck with that, though. So he was briefly my favorite player. But as I said, growing up, Earnest Byner, favorite player. Myself and my Aunt Karen, who was also a big Browns fan, she got me this jersey, I believe we have it, when I was a kid. That's me getting for Christmas.
Is that Bernie in the overalls there?
No,
Or
that's
the
my Uncle Dan. He just looks, all my family members look like Bernie Kosar.
Okay, kind of looks like Bernie.
But that's my dad with a Budweiser behind him, obviously.
That's Dan Fike in the background.
Yep, it is. So
The wood paneling?
I love the wood paneling.
That's my grandma's basement. Imagine my excitement getting that jersey of my
Cloud
favorite
nine.
player when you're a kid. It's heaven on earth. Now, we used to go to training camp. My dad would take us to training camp, which is what a thrill for my sisters when they were like 10 years old, watching men push sleds in
When
the
it's
hot
100
sun.
degrees out.
Can you imagine? They were just like, can we please leave? And he's like, no. My dad's drinking a beer. We're like, can we at least have some popcorn or cotton candy? He's like, no, it's expensive. So we just sat there watching men exercise. What a thrill for children.
Losing weight.
We're like, can we go play in the grass? They're like, no, watch these grown men play in the grass. But that was back when you could like go up to them and just get autographs like crazy because there was not the protection that there is now. They got but back then they just like had to go to their car and you could like trap them and stuff. So here's me trying to get Earnest Byner's autograph with my jersey. All I wanted him to do was sign my jersey. And he went to cuter kids, ignored my jersey.
He's not even acknowledging
Not
you.
even
That's
seeing
you on the
me.
left, right?
I know, that's me on the.
He even has a
Rocking the Griffey style hat.
He's putting a block up on me right
Block.
there. Do you see that? Okay, so he turned me down. Now, little did he know that later on in life, I would actually get the opportunity to interview him because he had a book come out a couple of years ago that is called Everybody Fumbles, which is the title that it should be, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it's about him overcoming his adversity and carrying on.
Hell of
with
a
his
story.
life. So what he didn't know is that I would, I haven't seen him clearly since he turned me down that time. And so this is me showing him the picture of him turning me down for the autograph at the Happy Dog in Cleveland. That's me saying, hey, this is me as a child, and you proving to him that he turned me down. And luckily, I still had the jersey from when I was a kid. Take the next one. I made him sign it. Let's take a look at this one. There it is.
What a
So
guy.
like 20 years later, he's, I don't know, probably more than that. He's signing my jersey finally. And so I did get that signed, which is a great memory.
You look like a kid in a candy store.
No, he was dead serious too.
It was. He was like, he was all about it.
Did he
felt
seem
bad.
remorseful?
He did. He didn't. I think he did feel a little bit bad, especially because he's on stage and I'm doing that. But he was fine. He was very good.
Yeah.
A lot of good fun at the Happy Dog. And this is me though. Last picture. This is me getting a picture of him holding my baby and me pretending to be nervous because of the fumble.
Did he find that funny?
He did not know what was going on at the time, and then I explained it to him. But this was my picture. I'm like, and I just go, this is all I want from you, Ernest. I just want a picture of you pretending to hold a baby and me looking nervous. And he's just like, I'll do it because he screwed me over on the autograph. And that is one of my favorite Cleveland Browns sports memories.
I don't know you can do any better than that right there.
It was amazing.
I really don't.
He was a very good sport. They hung out at the Happy Dog for a long time afterwards. He and his wife, who I think her name is Ernesta or something. It's like his name, but with an
Really?
A.
Oh,
It's just
wow,
very strange.
okay.
And they closed that place down. They had a hotel downtown, and they got nasty with it. They were fun.
Was there any sense of humor to him about the fumble? Like, I mean, all these years later, can he chuckle, or is he still pretty uptight about it?
No, you know what it is? Think about this. He's been hearing about it everywhere he goes, every day of his life since that happened, pretty much. He's had so much time to get over it that he's just on autopilot now. He's like, you just got to take it one day at a time, and you just got to try and keep getting better and move past adversity. It's like something that you can hear his psychiatrist put into his brain to repeat to himself as a mantra,
right,
so that he doesn't feel bad all the time. But it's working, and he worked through it in that book. And obviously, anybody who knows anything about football knows that that's not the entirety of his career, that he had a great career, that he actually had a great game.
Mike was only there to tie the game. They weren't winning or anything. They had to go.
It would have put them, I think it was 38-33.
Regardless. It's one instance based on a great career.
But can we try to book Earnest Byner? I bet he would come on.
Done.
All right, let's get him on.
That'd be great.
It has to be a Tuesday or a Thursday when Mike's here.
Yeah, we gotta reconnect.
By the way, can we show that picture again of Mike being dismissed for the autograph? Because it just
my childhood picture.
He gave you the Heisman, bro.
He did,
I mean,
too. He blocked me up like
really
nobody's
bad.
business. I know.
Yeah.
This is
Give
completely.
us 1 sec. We'll get it.
Yeah, they're going to work
completely
on
out
it
of left field, but I feel like the kid on the opposite side of you looks like the kid from the movie Bad Santa.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't even remember
that's really
that movie.
random.
Yeah, no.
It was a bad
You're
movie.
right. It might have been.
That.
We got a picture of him blowing me up
Like
from
the
the
blonde
distance.
kid.
Yeah, the blonde
Oh,
kid.
okay.
Okay. I mean,
I'm
it could-
stretching a little.
That's
I'm
all right.
stretching.
Maybe.
Something about his face reminded me of the kid. Have you guys all seen Bad Santa?
Yeah,
Yes,
it wasn't
I
a good
saw
movie.
that
Did you like
great.
it? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was terrible.
I'm one of them people that don't remember like movies like Susan Sarandon was in that. She played the one like.
Did you like Bad Santa?
I did. I enjoyed Bad
Hilarious.
Santa. I mean, for what
then
it
they
was.
made a sequel and it was horrible.
Yes.
Maybe
I
that's
never
what
saw
I
Bad
remember.
Santa too.
Maybe that's what I remember.
Yeah.
'Cause one of them was
Right.
all-time bad.
That-
On
something about his face, I
that
don't know.
picture, did that impact you as a child at all in a negative way? Like,
No, not really.
geez,
That was
just.
I gotta tell you, I'm not. We're not gonna get into psychologically about our childhoods or anything like that. But Earnest Byner denying me an autograph was the least of my issues as a child.
You know what I want? So I love when you bring these special little things to the show. Can you next, maybe Thursday? Mike did a piece. It was hilarious, where we recreated.
Yes.
With Bernie Kosar, that picture that you saw in front of those
Real
horrific
cool.
red
You know,
curtains.
people do that reenactments. That was your idea. Actually.
Yeah, it
So
was
who
my
played your
idea,
dad in the
and so
reenactment?
My dad, he's still around.
no, his dad. So we
Okay.
had Pops, Mike, and Bernie, and
I don't know why I assumed your dad was
I know
dead.
that was horrible.
He's out of here.
Yeah.
That was years ago.
I know Mike.
You know how all
Sr..
dads are dead.
Yeah, that's right. I love Mike.
No,
Sr..
he's
I don't know
interminable.
why I assumed that.
No, he's a great
Yeah.
guy.
He got cancer, and even cancer was like, "I'm out of here." So he's fine now. He's still like a
kicked
giant.
cancer's ass.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Does he still have a mustache?
No, I wish.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
ditched that, huh?
I know.
Well, so we got to pull that piece.
Yeah, we'll use
and
that.
I think
That'll be fun.
I
it's
think
like 3
our-
minutes long. That'll be fun.
Our viewers
People
will
like
enjoy it.
Bern will get a kick
It's
out
really
of it.
funny.
And Jay plays
Bern-
a role too.
I do have. Let me say, this is in cameo. I see your Rocky T-shirt. In
Yeah.
one of the Rocky movies,
Show the Bernie-
I had a role.
show the Bernie
I actually
pic
was
one more
in, I
time,
think,
please.
Rocky 5, I think.
What?
Yeah, yeah. And it's a cameo.
This is
That's
coming
called,
up randomly.
In the business,
And
it's
Rocky
called a
fought
cameo.
which one?
Yeah, the one where
worst
he came
one.
back. He was watching First Take, and
Right.
Skip was saying, he can't fight again.
Right,
He's a bum.
No, I think it was Rocky Balboa.
It was Balboa. That was
Balboa.
it. Yeah, so
Right.
okay,
It was the
that's got, like,
simulated game that you were referencing.
That one
now
was
I
Wednesday.
remember that. Yeah.
So there's like 3 scenes that we
yeah.
shot. It was a total hoot to do it. I still get these random checks, like royalties checks. Every time it's on TV,
I know.
it's unbelievable.
You hear this complaint?
No, listen, they're
know.
like $7.45,
What am I gonna do with-
bro.
Yeah, I'd like $7.
But when it first came out, they were in the thousands. I'm like, wow.
This is what I want to point
This
out
is
in this Bernie
insane.
thing here. We did this reenactment. You see that shoulder in the side?
That shoulder is my cameo
Next to me,
in that piece.
We have Jay play the role of the shoulder.
So that's what made me think of my cameo. I had a
show you
real
that on
cameo in
Thursday.
Rocky.
I've always
my
wanted to
cameo
know.
in that.
Is that a Jerry curl? Bernie.
That was legit.
That
was
was
his
that
real-
legit. Was
Oh.
that just hang time? Because he had the same haircut as Webster Slaughter. But
Yeah, he did. That
but
was-
Webster's,
yeah.
but
I thought
Webster's
Bernie
was
had
was
great flow.
Yeah,
I thought.
I was like that classifies as a Jerry curl.
But I think he had somebody do that. He must have gotten treatment for that
Yeah,
or
that's a
something
Jerry
like that,
curl.
right?
His
His,
curl.
his hair now is nowhere near that. It doesn't look anything like that.
No.
It's straight and short.
That's
Well,
what Jerry
it's been-
curls do.
It's been 30 years. Yeah.
Back in the day.
Transform
But
your whole life.
his would look like a full-on perm. I mean, when he would take his helmet off sometimes, it would just keep going
Yeah,
up.
it was.
It was
Did you
insane.
get to meet Stallone, by the way, when you did that?
So I didn't get to meet him during the actual filming of the show,
Yeah.
but the producers came and we were kind of curious, like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
And the producers told us, now I don't know if this is true or not, but the producers like, he really likes the show. He likes Skip, he likes
Yeah.
Woody, and he likes the banter that you guys have back and forth.
cool.
And so we really were the impetus to his comeback because we were doing a mythical topic on the debate show where I asked the question, could Rocky actually fight today? And Skip, as he does, just crapped all over that idea. and the one thing that I laughed about, we were always on from 10 till noon, and it replayed from noon to 2.
Right.
But the way Rocky sees it, he owns a restaurant in Philadelphia.
Sure,
I remember
yeah,
And
right.
it's in the evening, and we're on.
Right,
And so I'm like, okay, so we were never on in the evening.
First, his son, you see his son, who's played by, what's that actor's name? He's on This Is Us, the main guy. Milo Ventimiglia, whatever.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Who's played his son the whole time.
Right,
When from a
right.
little kid up. Sees they're at a sports bar also at night.
Yes, and they say same
And
thing.
then- right,
and
right.
so Rocky's
right.
like, huh. And he's like 50.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh, maybe I could.
right.
And then, he goes into the meat cooler in the restaurant and he starts pounding the side of beef. And the next thing you know, the theme is playing
That's
and
right.
he's back in the ring.
I'm gonna be freaked out. I didn't know you when I watched that movie, so now I'm gonna watch it.
Rewatch it,
And I'm
yeah.
gonna hear
Right.
your voice.
Yeah.
and
I just
get
watched
wigged
it
out.
recently. I love everything Rocky.
We got to do.
I like the Creed
we gotta do
movies.
a
I love them
skit.
all.
Random checks that Jay keep getting.
Yeah.
Dumb
Just
things, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.